break them down, break them down. Yeah. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, says he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down, and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trick. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the throw.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Depend on nobody.
Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's easy. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but they nothing but some clowns. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. It's nothing. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. Watch me break them down, break them down, break them down. They say they competition, but them niggas going down.
Now these fools got me wondering what the beef is all about. Mama scared to have me home, my homie broke into her house. Now eyes to be the snake, says he wanna be the mouse. Trying to get me for my bread and leave me crumbs on the couch. People born with your spouse, I ain't playing, break them down. Got a truck full of dogs and shit's about to go down. No, I don't make up, hell no, ain't no clown. I play the game on the bench so I can watch the out of town. I keep it real in this game, y'all niggas be faking, slowing me down, and my time you be wasting. Gotta slow myself down, God grant me patience. Run through the holes like the realm that I am. Calling me a dog when yet you a bitch. Buying up kids and no I ain't rich. I got the best dope, yeah, feel this shit. And the whole neighborhood wanna take a hit. Dope rhymes, yeah, get a taste of the spit. We can swap it out, his and your trick. Got my mind lost, tell me where is my soul. Cut out my own eyes, then hang up the throw.
Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything costs. Somebody tell me, man, sometimes do you feel lost? Knowing not the way to go, cause you throw it off. Gotta pay the cost if you wanna be the boss. Is there the free in this world? Everything
hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Hey, what goes around, back around, right back in your face. Staring you point blank in the eyes with no pity or no grace. Depend on nobody.
Welcome to Frostville. I be deep, Dr. Frizzle. Dr. Frizzle Frost. My mic trying to mute on me on his own. He got a mind of his own, huh? But yeah, we about to break down 10 traits of a hyper emotional male. Now over here, Y'all know how we do. We tell, hey, what's up, Maya? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. Y'all know how we do over here. We don't focus on being emotional. Good to have emotions. This for the men, Good to have emotions, but not be emotional. Y'all know how I feel about feelings. Throw that shit away. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're going to dive into tonight. We're going to dive deep into it, and we're going to dissect that thing, man. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit y'all with the intro so we can dive right into it.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was dead called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo. Bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. 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 Welcome to Frostville. Salute to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We about to get it in, man. We about to talk about the top 10 things, top 10 things, or top 10 traits of an emotional male, a hyper emotional male, right? A hyper emotional male is someone who experiences emotions very intensely and often reacts strongly to situations. Being emotional is not automatically a weakness. Many emotional, intense people are caring, passionate, and empathetic. Problems arise when emotions consistently override logic, self-control, or communication, which happens too much. And that's why I tell you guys, you men out there, to stay out of your emotions, because that's not our thing. It's just not. Now, if you get control of your emotions, will you ever get emotional again? No, it happens, right? It happens, but learn how to snap out this, right? Because the problems arise when emotions consistently override logic, self-control, or communication. And that happens very, very too often. Trait number one, they take things very personally. They take things very personally. A hyper-emotional man often interprets neutral comments as personal attacks or criticism. Example, a friend says, you could have handled that better. Instead of hearing constructive feedback, the emotional guy hears, you're a failure. What happens? His emotional response becomes stronger than the actual message being communicated. So when somebody tries to give you a little advice, but it'll sound like they're against you, right? It sounds like they're against you or trying to put you down or criticize your thoughts, and you get emotional and respond back negative, in a negative manner. Trait number 2, reacts before thinking. I react before thinking, and I don't need the emotion. I just don't be thinking. I just react. I react. See if I get, but I don't do that shit out of emotion. But anyway, let's get back to it. Strong feelings can cause him to respond immediately rather than processing the situation first. Example, his girlfriend doesn't text back for several hours. Ooh, that shit gets some of y'all motherfuckers hot. Y'all start double testing and triple testing this shit. Start asking questions. Huh? She don't text back for 7 shit. I think I'd be thinking, bitch, you ain't text me back in 7 hours. I think I'd be thinking of some shit then. Shit, I don't think that got nothing to do with it. Let's see what else they got to say. Instead of considering she might be busy, he immediately sends multiple angry messages to assume the worst. Now, see, that's what you don't do. Don't respond negative in messages at all. You know what I'm saying? Don't respond negative in messages at all. If you make a statement, stay out your feelings. Result, the reaction creates unnecessary conflict, which they're gonna be arguing and bickering back and forth. Now, what I usually before I test, I might write a whole sentence and erase that shit, right? Because I had to read it and then realize, okay, now I'm not responding logically, right? I'm responding out of my feelings, out of my emotions. Erase that shit, start over, or come back to it later. Trait number 3, mood changes frequently. His emotional state can shift quickly depending on events around him. Example, gets praised at work. Feels amazing, right? Feel good. Feel real good. Receives one criticism. Feels defeated. Now, one thing I tell you guys, fuck what they say. Don't give a damn about what they say. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your high horse. Why it happens? His emotions are heavily influenced by external criticism, worrying about what somebody else got to say, worrying about what they say, right? Trait number 4, struggle with rejection. Rejection is not bad, people. Rejection is not bad. And I see a lot of fellas get angry off of rejection. You know, we had men actually hurt women because they got rejected. So rejection is not a bad thing. Okay, appreciate it. It's in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen. Rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection can actually help build you up if you look at it in a positive manner. Example, Someone declines an invitation. Instead of thinking maybe they're busy, he thinks nobody likes me. The result, small setbacks become major emotional events. You go, oh, all right, baby. So rejection is not a bad thing. And actually, I overlook rejection. You know what I'm saying? Not like overlook it as don't pay it attention, but I overlook it. Like I keep it moving, right? I keep it moving. Like, yo, what's up? What's up? What? I don't even know how to say your name. 5221. I'm just gonna say your number. 5221. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate. I think it's Silk. Or Sight. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you all interacting in the comment. Yo, what's up, Sosa? What's up? What it do? Appreciate you coming through this thing, man. So rejection is not a bad thing. Actually, it's a good thing. You just got to know how to look at it positive, learn how to increase your mindset, and actually, most likely, keep it moving. Move to the next thing. See, my mind is always focused on the mission. Say, what are you doing? Oh, I'm talking about 10 traits of hyper emotional men. Men are getting too emotional. They crying on women's shoulder. They crying to their homeboys. Go cry in the car. Go cry in the car. And they getting their feelings hurt because of emotions. They down talking women because of their emotions. Think all women are bad. And whatever this other shit the red pill talk about. And the man of spirit. I'm not none of those. I'm not none of those guys. I'm Dr. Frizzle. Dr. Frizzle Frost. So that's what we're talking about, soldier. So many guys struggle with rejection. And I'm here to tell you that rejection is not bad. Just keep it moving to the next. Stay focused on the mission. Right? Trait number 5, needs constant reassurance. Constant reassurance, right? He frequently seeks validation from others to feel secure. And I keep telling you guys, you don't need nobody to validate what you're doing. You know who you are. Why do we need validation from other people to feel secure, to feel like we've done something? When you know you've done something, right? Example, he repeatedly asked, are you mad at me? Do you still care about me? Did I do something wrong? That's a lot of men know that question. Did I do something wrong? Because when you in a relationship and women start pouting, they get the pouting face, they get the baby face pout. You want to know what you did? Why is you upset? What did I do wrong? So, because I understand as a man, you want to fix the problem. Reality, some problems can't be fixed. Or you can't fix every problem. Why it happens? His emotional security depends heavily on other people's responses. Don't depend on nobody. Hold your own ground. Showing you a man too. You know what I'm saying? Number 6, trait number 6. Hold on to emotional pain. Hyper emotional people often replay negative experiences for long periods. They keep replaying it in their head, replaying it in their, yeah. Y'all get what I'm saying? Example, an argument from 6 months ago still affects him emotionally today. Result, he may struggle to move forward because old emotions remain. Never hold on to the past. Be aware that the past happened. Know that happened in the past, but never cling on to the past. You got to learn to let it go. Let it go. How can you move forward holding the past? Your hands too full. You can't even grab the future Because you're holding on to the past. Your hands too full. Huh? Trait number 7, overthinks situations. He tends to analyze conversations, tests, and events repeatedly. Now, I think, shit, goddamn, that hit home. I think I got this problem. But I like to analyze the situation before I approach what I need to approach, right? So I don't be feeling emotional about it. I don't know. Let's see. Example. Someone responds with, okay. He spends hours wondering, are they upset? Did I offend them? Or they avoiding me? Now, I don't know about this. Why it happens? Strong emotional fuel, excessive mental analysis. So that's something simple. They should have came up with a better example. That's something simple, but when I do overthinking, it's something that done happened in a domino effect, and I'm putting all the pieces of the puzzle together before I approach the problem, right? Something simple as somebody responding okay. Something simple as someone responding okay doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. Hold on, let me shoot the test out real quick. All right. I had to do a response text message real quick, but we back. Trait number 8, has difficulty controlling anger or sadness. You're stuck in your feelings because all you got is feelings. You're stuck in your feelings. His feelings can become overwhelming and difficult to regulate. A minor disagreement turns into yelling, sulking, emotional withdrawal. Results. The reaction becomes bigger than the actual problem. Control your anger. I know it's a lot of y'all out there that got anger issues. I had them, right? I had them. I was very explosive, so I can actually speak on this from experience. And it can be controlled. Anger can be controlled. I know I done heard guys say, I can't control it. I can't help it. It just comes now. You can help it. You can control it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? And a way to work through anger or sadness is in silence and solitude. Silence and solitude. That's how you can work through those. And pray a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You might need to pray a lot. Some of y'all missing prayers. Might need to pray a lot, but pray a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All things can happen through God. Traits number 9. Form deep attachments quickly. Hyper emotional men often become emotionally invested faster than others. Emotional investment, that's worse than financial investment. Get what I'm saying? Emotional investment is worse than financial investment. Example, after knowing someone for only a few weeks, he may already feel extremely attached and dependent on the relationship. His strength. He can be very loyal and committed. His weakness, he may become overly dependent on the connections. And when that connection breaks and you emotionally invested, bro, that's when you get the broken heart. That's when you get to saying, all women ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get to saying, my life ain't shit. That's when you get to saying, why am I here? That's when you get to saying all this shit, right? So you don't want to stay out your fucking emotions. Stay out your emotions. Men, talking about the men. But women, y'all also welcome to the party. But we're talking about the men. Trait number 10. Let feelings override logic. When emotions are intense, objective thinking becomes difficult. Example, all evidence suggests the situation is fine, but because he feels wanted, because he feels worried, he believes something is wrong. The thought process, instead of what are the facts, he thinks, what am I feeling right now? And the results, decisions become emotional driven rather than facts driven. Always think logical. Think logical. Or do your best to think logical. Stay out your emotions, stay out of your feelings when dealing with a situation that you need to be logical on. Don't cry in the car. Don't let nobody see you though. Don't let nobody see you. Make sure you're well attended. Make sure you at the park with nobody there. Make sure you're on the empty road. Cry in the car, not to nobody else. The 3 biggest problems hyper-emotional men often face: number 1, relationship conflict. Strong emotional reactions can create unnecessary arguments and misunderstandings, in which I also talk about communication. If y'all go back to my last couple screens, you'll see the game and stuff, but you go back to my last couple screens, and I talked about communications. And communication is important. But if you in your feelings, the relationship definitely gonna take a rocky road if you in your emotions. Number 2, poor decision making. Important choices may be based on temporary emotions rather than long-term thinking. You make poor decisions while you being emotional. Out in your emotions, you make poor decisions. Number 3, emotional exhaustion. You're tired. You're tired. You know what I'm saying? Constant emotional highs and lows can become mentally draining. You're tired, man. You know what I'm saying? So you get to thinking, and thinking too goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you exhausted. You feeling tired, you feeling drained. Because you're tired of this shit. You're tired of this shit.
All I know is this, it ain't working for me, I'm tired.
You're tired. You're tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, my mic muted the whole time. I hope my mic wasn't muted the whole time. Where is it? Hold up. Let me check it out. Now I hope my mic wasn't muted. I damn sure didn't check it. Nobody said nothing. Let me make sure my mic wasn't muted. I know I ain't do all that talking for nothing. Let me see. Okay, I had to make sure, but I seen my echo was on, and nobody told me my echo was on. So goddamn the chat, goddamn y'all chat. I had like up to 20 people in this motherfucker, man. Nobody said my mic was motherfucking echoing. Y'all tell me shit. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about the positive sides of an emotional male. Not every hyper-emotional man is unhealthy. When emotional intensity is combined with self-control, it can create someone who is highly empathetic, passionate, loyal, compassionate, protective of loved ones, emotionally aware. Now that's something to think about. Emotionally aware, self-control, being passionate are important. The key difference is whether the person controls their emotions or is controlled by them. Let me say it again. The key difference is whether the person controls their emotions or is controlled by them. Emotion itself is not the problem. Emotional regulation is what determines whether those emotions become a strength or a weakness. So let's talk about 10 positive traits of a hyper emotional male. When emotional intensity is managed well, it can become a major strength. Number one, deep empathy. He often understands what others are feeling without them having to explain much. Example, a friend seems quiet and withdrawn, while others don't notice. He senses something is wrong and he checks on them. His strength, people often feel understood, heard, and supported by him, which is a good thing. He's in control. Number two, strong loyalty. Hyper emotional men tend to form deep emotional bonds and can be fiercely loyal. Example, when a friend is going through a difficult time, he remains supportive even when others disappear. His strength, he values relationships and often stands by the people he cares for. And that can be a strength, but it can be a dangerous strength, right? Because sometimes you can care too much, miss the signs that they don't give a fuck about you. You can care too much and miss the signs that they don't give a fuck about you. Positive trait number 3. Passionate about what he loves, whether it's family, sports, work, music, or a relationship, he put his heart into it. Example, he may spend countless hours helping a loved one achieve a goal because he genuinely cares. His strength, his enthusiasm can inspire and motivate others, which is a good thing. Passionate about what he loves. He willing to spend his time and help people, but time you can't get back. So some people can be passionate about helping the wrong motherfucker, wasting your goddamn time when they don't give a fuck. So we still got to be aware of that. We got to that's emotionally aware. You're aware. You got to be emotionally aware too. Positive trait number 4. Emotionally expressive. He is usually more willing to talk about feelings than someone who suppresses emotions. Example, instead of pretending everything is fine, he may openly discuss what is bothering him. His strength. This can lead to a deeper and more authentic relationship. But some people like to live in some people like to live in lies, right? Because you can openly discuss something that's bothering you, or you can openly discuss the truth. And people hate the truth. They hate the truth. The truth hurts. They hate it. For every positive, I got a negative for some reason, but I guess because it's emotionally driven, right? So just stay out your emotions, period. But anyway, positive trait number 5. Compassionate and caring. He often has a strong desire to help others who are struggling. Example, he sees someone being mistreated and immediately feels compelled to step in. His strength, he can be nurturing and supportive. Yeah, that's nice. You can step in and help people. You know, that's all right. You see somebody being mistreated. I used to do that with bullies at school. The bullies bully people, and I bully the bully type shit. Or I don't bully the bully. I stand up to the bully for someone else. So I got in a lot of shit because I was defending people, but also I feel I wasn't doing anything wrong. Positive trait number 6, strong intuition about people because he pays attention to emotions, body language. He may pick up on subtle changes in people's behavior. Example, he noticed tensions in the room before anyone says anything. Script, this can make him socially aware and perceptive. You got to be social aware. You got to be self-aware. You got to be emotionally aware. You got to be aware. We need to break that shit. We need to dissect being aware, the different things of being aware. We need to do that. Positive trait number 7, genuine enthusiasm. His emotional highs can make him fun, energetic, and engaging. Example, when excited about something, his enthusiasm spreads to everyone around him. He brings energy and passion into situations. Positive trait number 8, values meaningful connections. He often prefers deep conversations and genuine relationship over surface level interactions. Example, he would rather have one close friend than dozens of casual acquaintances. His relationship tends to have depth, right? Positive trait number 9, protective of loved ones. Because he feels deeply, he may go out of his way to defend and support those he cares about. Example, he quickly steps in when he believes a friend or family member is being treated unfairly. Script, people often feel safe knowing he has their back. As long as you have the right people back, because you had the wrong person back, it's over with. Huh? It's over with. Positive trait number 10, strong sense of humanity. He may be deeply moved by stories, struggles, and experiences of others. Example, he feels genuine concern for people facing hardships, even strangers. His strength, this can make him kind and socially conscious. It's a good thing, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Being genuine is just a good thing. And I often talk about being genuine because I always say, don't do nothing for me if it's not genuine. I don't want to hear that shit later. Huh? I do not want to hear that shit later. We almost down to the end. People, we're not going to be here long. Now we about to talk about top 10 traits. Top 10 negative traits of a hyper emotional male. When emotional intensity lacks self-regulation, it can create sufficient challenges. Negative trait number 1, overreacts to small problems. Example, a minor disagreement becomes a major argument. Problem, the emotional response is often larger than the situation itself, which we talked about earlier. And the best way to solve this problem is silence. Go silent. Walk away from the situation. Silence, then walk away. That's how we solve that problem. Negative trait number 2, takes criticism poorly. Example, constructive feedback feels like a personal attack. The problem, growth becomes difficult because he focuses on the emotional sting rather than the lesson. Pay attention. Pay attention when people criticize you because some criticism is not negative. Pay attention. Learn how to differentiate the negative criticism from the positive criticism. We got to start paying more attention to the conversations and how people deliver it and what they trying to deliver. Negative trait number 3, makes emotion-based decisions. Example, quits a job, ends a friendship, or makes a major purchase while upset. The problem, short-term feelings can lead to long-term consequences. That one moment, that I always say this shit, that one moment can cost you years. That one moment can cost you years. Consequences. I always think about the consequences. We got to take time to think, relax our mind before we respond, even though I'm working on that. Like I say, we grow together. Over here, we grow together. So I also would state, like, if I'm having issues, I state the issues I need to work on too. So just be positive with yourself. Be honest with yourself. So if you got issues and you know you got to work on it. Negative trait number 4, overthinks everything. For example, analyzes every text message, conversation, and interactions repeatedly. This the problem. Creates anxiety and unnecessary stress. And you don't want to do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. So make sure you're not overthinking something that's not worth overthinking, because I do think we should overthink some shit. I really do. I mean, I believe in that. But I don't believe in overthinking unnecessary shit. Negative trait number 5, needs excessive validation. For example, constantly seeks reassurance about relationships or personal worth. The problem, his confidence becomes dependent on other people's approval, and you don't need other people's approval. All you need to do is know what you know and know what to do, how to do, study, research. Whatever you're trying to do, study, research, practice. And that's how you can get that. Self-confidence. Have a little ego. Have a little pride. You know what I'm saying? About yourself. I ain't gonna say, don't overdo it, and don't overdo it. You want your pride to be right here, not up here. You want it to be like, right, you want this, it's levels to this shit. Negative trait number 6, holds grudges. For example, continues feeling hurt long after a conflict ended. The problem, old emotional wounds remain active and affect current relationships, which means you taking it out on the next person. You had a bad friendship, you're gonna take it out on the next friendship. You had a bad relationship, you're gonna take it out on the next relationship. You had a bad interaction with your moms, you're gonna take it out on some on female type shit. You had a bad interaction with your dad, relationship with your dad. You take it out on other father figures. So don't hold grudges. Learn to let go and let live. Let go and let live. Because sometimes grudges can turn to violence. And we don't want that. We don't want that for you guys. Negative trait number 7, easily hurt by rejection. For example, a simple no feels deeply personal. The problem can become discouraged or defensive over normal life experiences. It's normal. Being rejected is normal, people, normal guys. Let's get out of this barbarian nature. Let's turn to warriors out here. We turning barbarians into warriors. That's what we're doing out here. So let's not be upset about rejection. Let's not do that. Rejection is good. Rebuild. I hear a dog or something outside. But negative trait number 8, emotional I don't even know how to say that damn word. Volatility. For example, rapid shifts from excitement to anger, sadness, or frustration. Problem, others may struggle to predict how he will react. Rapid shifts from excitement to anger, sadness, or frustration. You control your emotions. Basically, control your emotions. You're letting your emotions control you. You're letting your emotions get the best of you. Learn how to control it. Solitude, silence, meditation, and prayer. That's how we solve that problem. It could be more to it, but I'm just giving you the basics, right? Negative trait number 9, can become emotionally dependent. Example, relies heavily on a partner, friend, or family member for emotional stability. The problem, creates unhealthy attachment patterns. You don't want to depend on nobody. For example, I got people that'll help me, but I do things on my own. I don't ask for help unless I really need it. And this, for example, my people already know I don't ask for help. So if I call them and ask them for help, they gonna respond, oh shit, damn, this motherfucker don't never call and ask for no help. He must really need some help. Right? That's how I navigate. You know what I'm saying? Through my independence. That's how I navigate through that. So it's not good to be relying on someone else, depending on someone else. And then when they can't be there for you, it's going to create a downfall in your emotions. It's going to be destructive to your emotions. And you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel probably like the worst man on earth. Negative trait number 10, difficulty separating feelings from facts. Difficulty separating feelings from facts. For example, because he feels ignored, he assumes he is being ignored, even when there is no evidence. The problem, feelings become treated as proof. Now you're looking for evidence when it ain't none, when it ain't no need. You just feel some type of way. Get in your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get out your emotions. Throw that shit away. Trash it. Huh? Relationship strengths. A hyper-emotional man may love deeply, show affection openly, be highly supportive, pay attention to emotional needs, create strong emotional intimacy. Did I say that word right? If I didn't, oh well, y'all know I can't talk right, and I say that shit all the time. I can't pronounce my words right, and I say that shit all the time. Relationship weaknesses. A hyper-emotional man may become jealous easily, require frequent reassurance, create drama from misunderstandings, struggle with emotional boundaries, let temporary feelings damage long-term trust. Grab your pen and paper, people. We've been going to school lately. The main differences between a healthy and unhealthy hyper-emotional male, let's talk about it. A healthy hyper-emotional man feels emotions deeply, but manages them effectively. An unhealthy hyper-emotional man feels emotions deeply and allows those emotions to control his behavior, decisions, and relationships. The emotional intensity itself is not what determines success or failure. The deciding factor is emotional regulation, self-awareness, and the ability to balance feelings with reason. My thoughts on all this is just to stay out your emotions, man. Learn how to stay out of your emotions. Learn how to control your emotions. Stay out of your emotions and deal with your emotions when you get in your feelings. Learn how to deal with it. So I know that silence. That's pretty much what I should have got that in my notes. I know silence, solitude, meditation, prayer. Like those 4 things I know are the basics. And we might have to come back to this topic and break it down some more because, like I said, we're not in here for a long time, but a nice time. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice time. But pretty much that's it for tonight. I do appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody who came through in the chat and participated in the chat. Mayor 5221 and Sosa. I appreciate y'all participating in the chat. I appreciate everybody that came through and watched. I appreciate everybody for hitting the like button. I appreciate everybody who just came in and took a little look and dipped the fuck back out. I appreciate you just for coming in. You feel me? I'm very grateful for the small things. But we about to get up out of here, people. You know what I'm saying? We about to the next show. Let me get my paperwork and tell y'all. Let me see. I think we definitely gonna talk about this one. So my next show, I'm gonna set it up. Why do men chase women only to get them and not want them? That's gonna be my next show. So y'all stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we definitely gonna dive deep in that shit. We definitely gonna dive deep in there. We're gonna dissect that thing, man. So, and we may have a couple clips to go along with it. So just give me a time to get the stuff together. And the next show is gonna have sample videos we can feed off of. So stay tuned, people. I be D Dr. Frizzle Frost. And remember, we don't need no helicopter to elevate over hills. Peace and prosperity to you all.
Lost count of the brothers we lost to these streets. It done came to sometimes either him or me. All the time I kept my eyes on my enemies. Had people that was that called family. Said loyalty's a must, but I lost that trust. I just knew that I loved her, but the facts was lust. Should've had my nose in the wind, but I was sneezing off dust. Achoo. Bless you, still this world is cruel. The table's set, but the chairs are empty. Lies were served like a feast of plenty. Whispers carve knives that cut so deep. Promises are sold for secrets to keep. I build my trust on fragile stone. Now I stand here all alone. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. Blood means nothing when hearts grow cold. Their smiles were masks, their hands were stones. They watched me drown, they watched me fight, but I broke the chains in the heat of night. I've seen shadows, I've seen the fall. Now I'll be the ice that breaks them all. Betrayal's flame won't burn me down. I'll rise up strong. Wear the crown. Through the ashes, through the scars, I'll light the dark like falling stars. I'm cold, bitch. I'm cold, bitch. Cold, bitch. I'm to the host, Dr. Frizzle Frost. Let's suit up. Let's get ready for surgery.
Get your ass up out of here.